Hello everyone, and welcome to the first series of the round of 8 of the Gamecom Open tournament. These players have fought their way across a 1,000+ player pool, and you know that they are determined to win this thing. There are $2,000 on the line, and this is the round of 8. Our two players, we actually saw ePValkyrie play his last games. They are on my YouTube channel if you want to catch them. His opponent is from xSixVer. Actually, this should be a great game. We have seen what Valkyrie is capable of. Ver I have never seen before, but he is member of xSix, so you know he at least has some talent. This will be once again a TVT. It is a best of 7 series, and I can't wait to see what will happen here. Look for these players to be look for this game to be extremely good. Let's hope that we get some good games here. By the way, the semifinals and the finals will be casted by HD StarCraft himself, so definitely look for those. One of these two players will actually make it through and will be casted by HD StarCraft, so look for that. That should be good. The map will be Xel'Naga Caverns, the standard map for the first game of the best of 8 series. Round of 8 series. It is a best of 7, so these players have to win 4 games to actually advance. Gas going up for Valkyrie, no gas going up for xSixVer right now, so look for him to actually get a very fast expansion behind this. So Valkyrie, we have just casted 6 games by him. What we know about Valkyrie: he likes early aggression. His opponent last round actually went for some very fast command centers all the time and put on a lot of aggression. He does follow it up with an expansion of his own and actually manages to get it fairly... he usually got it before his opponent, despite his opponent's command center being done before. He does favor a tank marine push along with a couple of Vikings. He does enjoy having his Vikings out there, and does do a lot of Banshee play also, so look for the Banshee play. He doesn't abuse of those Banshees, he just produces ones. One sees what kind of damage he can do with it and then pulls off. He is producing a factory, not just now getting his second gas, so we might actually be seeing Cloak, because that is one fast gas. You can actually produce Banshees off of one gas and then get your second gas for those tanks and upgrades. Meanwhile, he is going to move across the map and start applying some pressure. Look for actually a Hellion coming out from this initial factory. One bunker going to go down on the low ground. Meanwhile, xSixVer is very wise. He is going to throw down a bunker on the high ground of his own, because he knows he's going to need extra defense, especially since he only has a single barracks to produce Marines out of. There is only one Marine out here, and Valkyrie should actually push up and try to kill this Marine while it is alone, or while he is only with his buddy. And actually, he could have just pushed up here and killed these Marines. That could have been huge, preventing this bunker from going up. That could have been big by Valkyrie. He is going to stay patient though and wait for this bunker to finish. But meanwhile, Ver actually has a bunker of his own, and this is going to keep him safe, at least for now. One Hellion is out on the map, and there is the starport. Look for a tech lab to go down on this barracks or the factory. And there it goes, the tech lab actually being cancelled and producing a reactor. So changing ideas right when he builds it. He is going to produce Vikings or Medivacs instead. Now, Valkyrie is pushing up here. I don't think it's actually going to work, but one Hellion actually manages to make its way inside the main base and will be sacrificing itself to actually get some SCV kills. Nice control here by Valkyrie, avoiding the surround and getting a few kills. So great control here, 2 kills, gonna not even getting a 3rd kill, so not worth it just yet, because these Marines just popped at the right moment and manages to kill the Hellion. So sacrificing a Hellion, it's good to get SCV kills, but I mean, that was one big sacrifice by Valkyrie. Actually, losing that Hellion could be so useful to actually help contain this. Now, he is getting Cloak as well as a Banshee from his starport. So he is going to abuse of that cloak and try and just make his way into the main base. Meanwhile, with this bunker here, it enables him to actually throw down a command center on the low ground. I expect the harvester count to actually favor Ver for now. This tank will be able to start hacking away at this bunker without being shot himself. So actually pulling the Marines forward, pushing them back, that is great micro by Valkyrie. He is actually showing us that he knows how to play this game, and also xSixVer has brilliantly held this, and we'll just have to wait and see if this Banshee can actually do any kind of damage. There are 2 orbital commands here, so there is going to be eventually 1 scan ready. This one has 44 energy, but cloak is still quite far away. It is still about 40 seconds away, so it will be able to have enough energy by the time it gets here. The Banshee is now on the field, I am guessing. Where is that Banshee? It should be somewhere hiding. I don't see it. Is it even done? No, I guess he did cancel the initial Banshee because he did start that Banshee with the cloak. I guess he canceled it to get some kind of building and then restarted building it, so not too big of a deal. But now actually xSixVer is actually expanding here and will get a command center of his own. He does have a huge harvester advantage here despite losing 2, so really Valkyrie, he really needs to do a lot of damage with this initial Banshee. He might just be pushing out with this tank, Marine, and Banshee push. I don't think it will do enough damage though, because there are a lot of units and the siege mode is already done from xSixVer. So Ver is definitely going to hold this, especially since he does not yet. He does almost have a scan saved up, and as soon as he sees that Banshee, he will look for a scan to go up right now as soon as he has that energy. And there it goes, the scan forcing that Banshee back. And nice control by Valkyrie. He actually saw those Marines pushing forwards, expecting a scan moving back there, and I don't think that he's going to do any more damage. This orbital command is now 15 seconds away from another scan, but the Banshee has run out of energy, can't cloak once again, and Valkyrie will be pushing back here. Now, if I had to give the advantage, I would give it to Ver right now because he had that orbital command up slightly earlier. He did manage to push this back. He does have the harvester advantage, and really he will be able to take a third whenever he wants to. I know Valkyrie is breaking these rocks, but it won't be safe for him to actually take a third unless he can actually destroy this army of Ver. And Ver just pushing forward here, going to pick off a tank. Will he be able to actually get it? He does get it, sieging up at the last second, and that was one huge blow to Valkyrie's army, because now he could actually just push forward with 4 tanks and this handful of Marines. Meanwhile, this Banshee coming back into Ver's base, going to start doing some damage. Look for a cloak, but at this point there is enough energy on this orbital command to actually scan and might be able to take this out. He is going to bring 2 Vikings here, wait for it to cloak, and there's the scan, and it will be denied. Will it go down? It is still in range. Yes, it does go down, so not doing too much damage. Still 45 to 39 harvesters. And actually Ver is going to move slowly up here, positioning himself towards the middle of the map, gearing up to actually push into the second base of Valkyrie. It is 96 to 79 supply, so Ver is actually ahead by quite some bit. His stim pack is actually a bit behind on Valkyrie's, but Valkyrie will not be able to push out. There are 5 tanks that are going to be sieged up compared to only 3 tanks, and really he is going to try and push out here, but that is not the right choice at this point. These tanks are not even sieged up. Valkyrie not in the great position. Ver is now sieging up and will be able to just destroy the rest of the army. And look for GG, because there is no coming back from this. Really, this has to be over. I mean, Ver could just unsiege at this point and A-move into the base. And we are gonna go into game 2 of Ver versus Valkyrie. Ver versus, that is not fun to say. Valkyrie versus Ver. And 92 to 64 supply. Ver is just going to keep the contain, getting a third base at this point, just getting even more ahead. These barracks are actually not rallied correctly. There are a ton of Marines just chilling in the main base, but he is pushing forward ever so slowly and gonna be able to pick off this tank. These Marines are being healed by the medevac. They do get healed up, but these reinforcing siege tanks and Marines, these Marines should really head up there, and there they come. As soon as these Marines actually reinforce this, he will be able to push forward once again and just ravage this by this defense by Valkyrie. Ver actually even has the Viking advantage, so he can actually spot these tanks while his own tanks are not spotted. And moving a Marine forward, getting obliterated there. And these Marines are almost up there to reinforce this. The Harvester count now 63 to 50. Sieging up on the low ground here. I love this. We have seen this a lot by Valkyrie in the past games. This time he is getting sieged up on the low ground himself. Nice scan here, going to be able to pick off the Banshee, and really not actually the best positioning here by Ver. He actually lost a lot and enabled Valkyrie to actually just take this contain down, and now Valkyrie will be able to push and take a third base while he does that. There he goes, the third base, and actually Ver had a great position here. He could actually just have leapfrogged his tanks, little blunder, but he is still ahead on supply and on harvesters. He does have quite a few Marines here and a tank that he is able to siege up. And again, Valkyrie not sieging up is not the best engagement. Valkyrie, you need to siege up your tanks or else they will just get destroyed by these Marines. He should actually turn around and clear this group, because these Marines are just going to